I have a kid that bites. What do I do? First and most important thing is to figure out, why is the child biting? Is this an issue of not being able to communicate, not knowing what to do with a big feeling? Is it a sensory issue? And really, it's probably going to be one of those two things, because those are very broad categories. Not being able to communicate, or not knowing what to do with a big feeling, or it being a sensory issue. There is also the third possibility that this is a developmentally appropriate behavior. What? I know, it's rather inconvenient, but for kids that are very young, like they are still growing their baby teeth in, biting is very developmentally appropriate. It's normal, it's to be expected. It is very inconvenient, I understand. What you can do in this case, or if the child is biting because it's a sensory-seeking behavior, is give them something else to chew on, to bite on. Give them a chewy necklace or a chewy little toy. These things are all over the place now. You can find them online just about anywhere. Make sure, though, that if you are buying one for a very young child, that you are checking for little pieces and go for something that's more of like one solid piece so it doesn't become a choking hazard. And have them in multiple places. Make sure the child has one available at all times, so wherever they're going throughout the house or the classroom or wherever, make sure that they have access to one and teach them how to use it. Show them what it's for. If that means you wear a chewy necklace for a couple days and bite on it every now and then to show them how to use it, do that. If the child is biting because they don't know how else to deal with a big feeling, or they can't communicate that big feeling, we need to be spending time when they're not escalated, talking about our emotions, talking about what we can do when we're angry instead of biting. But you're always going to want to have a replacement behavior or replacement thing. So instead of telling them just don't bite, you have to tell them what they should do instead. And the best way to go about this is to be proactive and talk about what to do with their big feelings when they are calm. This won't stick after the first time. Don't lose hope. Children who are very young, who don't have a lot of experience with regulation, or children who might have sensitive nervous systems, meaning they've experienced trauma or they are neurodivergent, might need you to co-regulate with them. And what does that mean? That just means going with them, being with them nearby, or touching them, or whatever is comfortable for them, and doing a calm down thing with them, whether that's taking deep breaths, or squeezing a squeezy, or biting a chew toy instead of biting a friend. Maybe you have a calm down corner or calm down area. If you are co-regulating with a child, don't tell them to just go to that place. Go with them and co-regulate with them. Help them calm down. Children cannot get to a place of self-regulation unless they've experienced co-regulation, a trusted caregiver calming down and regulating with them, and modeling those behaviors ourselves that we want to see in them. So showing them what it looks like to calm yourself down when you're angry or anxious or whatever it may be. But for a child who bites, the first and foremost thing is to figure out why they are biting. Or is it because they're young and they're teething and it's totally developmentally appropriate, albeit annoying? Is it a sensory-seeking behavior? Are they biting because they like the feeling of biting? Is it because they can't communicate or don't know how to work through a big feeling like anger? Figure out the why, and then make sure you have alternatives available. So things to chew on or bite on instead of other people's bodies. Hope this helps.